Let's make use of TanStack Query in React application. So it is used to manage the server state in React applications, and we can also cache data, and then after some time we can revalidate also. Okay, then we will make use of JSON placeholder data. So I will just make use of post. So this route we will fetch data in our React application. So open your terminal and create a new React application using npm create white at latest, and I just give my app simple dash app name and then hit enter. It will show you this like select framework. So I will use React and then a JavaScript. Okay, then cd, my app name was cd simple app. Yeah, then npm install. This will start installing all the packages. So let's wait till this is done. Okay, once this is done, you can do code dot and if the VS Code is configured in your system, then it will open this simple app folder in the VS Code. If it is not configured, then simply open this folder and drag this folder in the VS Code. Basically open this folder in the VS Code. So that's what I did using code dot. So you can see I have this folder, right? So let's close this warnings and all. Source. Now to use that library React Query or TanStack, we need to first install it. So npm I or install TanStack /React Query, and I will also make use of Axios to fetch the data. So there is no need for Axios, but still I like to use Axios instead of fetch, native fetch. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay, so packages are installed, so you can start the application. If you look at the package.json, it says dev, so it will start our application. So npm run dev. Okay, what does it say? Let me start it in the here, like npm run dev. Okay, so we started our application. So let's visit 5173 and you can see our basic template app is working. So let's hide this terminal and start building our simple application which will fetch data from the API. Okay, so in app.js I will just remove all of it and I will give simple RAFC, so it will create a basic application. So if I save it and look at the in browser, it says like app, which is the expected output. Then to make use of the TanStack query, we need to import some things. So import from at TanStack React query, and we need to import query client and query client provider, and we will so first create instance. So const query client equal to new query client, and in app we will wrap with a provider. So query client provider and inside this we will render our post component, which we will create in a moment. So here, right, I will just create new structure components, and then I can create a post component JSX. Okay, so RAFC, it will generate this boilerplate code. So I'm using this extension React code snippets, that's why it generates that. Otherwise you can just type, it will be a good practice. Yeah, so now here we can import that sample post component. So it says that okay, so import post component from the components. All right, so that's where we created it. Okay, so we created this query client. We need to provide it in the provider. So client equal to query client. So if I save it and let's go to browser, obviously nothing will happen, right, because we did not do anything. Yeah, so and you can see post because we are rendering the post component, and which is actually only post text, so which is also correct. Now let's modify that and fetch the data from here. So what I will do, I will create one nice service file. So again, new folder structure, services. Yeah, and in here I will create new file api.js, so structured, and here I can just import Axios from Axios, and this we will export one function that will fetch the post data. So export const fetch post equal to async and we will get the data, await Axios dot get, and we need to return this data, right? Okay, so in get we will put that API. So let's go there and let's copy this route, copy, and we can put this. So let's save this. So wherever we need to fetch post, we can just call this function and we will get all this functionality. So our service api.js is a separate file, right? Okay, now in post we will make use of that fetch post function we just wrote. Now here, so first thing we need is import useQuery from TanStack /React query. Then next is we need to import the fetch post function which we just done in services /API fetch post, correct. Now let's write this. So in post, so const, so data, then is loading state, then error, so use query, and we'll give it key a post, and we need to execute this function fetch post. Yeah, so if it is in loading state, then return this UI, which will be a loader or something like that. So I will just put now loading post. Okay, and if there is error, then we will show this UI. Just div and error loading. Okay, triple dot is not needed, right? Okay, and let me just format this real quick. So right click, format document. Okay, so in return what we can do is I will just give a simple h1 saying post, and it will be a UL on our list and we will just iterate the list data.map function, and we will get post. Return, and in here we can give li, and I can just print it, so post dot title. So let's save this. Okay, what's wrong here? Return. Okay, so if you see, there can't be a two elements returning from the components, right? Since we are returning h1 and ul as well, so we need to wrap it with the react fragment, so it will return only one element at a parent level, right? So let's save this and let's visit our browser. So we know that title is there, so that's why I return title. Yeah, so if I visit it, let's refresh. Okay, let's inspect and see what's wrong here. Okay, let's see. I have done the return here, and okay, so I think there is a migration issue with the v5. Okay, I figured out the problem. So in the new syntax, we need to provide the query key and then the key name and then query function, query fn, and the function which we want to execute, right? So once this is done, you will be able to see post titles. So we just fetch the data and showing it here. Yeah. So there is a minor warning like you need to use unique key, that we can fix it here, I guess. So in this looping, we know that post has id, so React will use it internally to optimize the rendering logic. Yeah, so that's the overall basic implementation we have done. So we fetched the data using TanStack React Query, so it made our life very easier. So if we had to do it a traditional way, we had to maintain 3-4 states, like create the 3-4 state for is loading, is error, right? So this library makes us very easy to create and maintain this. Also for pagination, for mutations and caching as well,